Nothing's ever perfect, but if you're open to the side, magic in the moment, life it's only mine. I'll never stop loving and treating people kind. One day the world will set me free, and I'll be dancing across the sky.
Thank you for your patience. You ready, John? Ready, everybody? Hello, my beautiful Canadians. Showing your amazing, gorgeous faces out there. Fighting for our Canadian, of course, human rights and freedoms, right? Here's my buddy Frank. We'll just make fun of Doug Ford for a moment. You know, one of his ridiculous proclamation pronouncements, of course, let's have perspective. He called us anti-maskers, making fun, right? Meanwhile, you've got people who've even died wearing masks in the hospitals. But we'll do future videos on the mask issue, everybody. Doug Ford's been hired to destroy our economy by the establishment. But the great news, as I said in the last speech, by the way, I'm Jason Cosmic Truth Authority. Can you hold this?
That's it.
Doug Ford called us anti-maskers, and he's going to pay a price for that. Your most basic personal freedom, thank you, is showing your face, right? Like I said in the last speech, never compromise your health integrity, everyone. They want to compromise our health integrity as Canadians, right? It's so obvious, shutting down the gyms and our businesses, for what? And I've always said, the people that have died and been infected, we all know, right? They've been used, unfortunately, as cannon fodder, which is the ultimate desecration of their honor and integrity.
Yeah.
So the next speaker hasn't spoken in a very long time. He used to speak as a regular at Queen's Park. And he's come a very long way, and I'm very proud of him. Everybody, Matthew Haley. Matthew Haley. He's coming, he's coming.
Hello, everybody. How are we today? Ow! It's been a while since I've taken the mic. It's been quite a journey. A little background, most won't know me. I actually set out on a 120-day housing strike to actually march against lockdown. Been right across the province. I mean, I did not go home. It was an incredible journey. And I can tell you, I'm pissed. I am pissed with these measures. I am done with this. I'm known for showing emotion, crying, putting out that voice for those that are feeling weak and too strong. I actually always come out to stand for those that suffer mental health and cannot be here with us today. For agoraphobia, anxiety, the measures, fear to come out, those two even too afraid to come out for sacrifice of a job, stuck in the middle of it all. That's what I always stand and represent for. I actually started back in 2019 with a hunger strike to actually signify that mental health is visible. I set out on that to gain bearing that I'm not crazy as much as I appear to be the crackpot on the street. I love it. I'm actually starting to embrace it. But my main goal is to subvert the psyops that we see in this country and everything going on around us, and basically the root cause of how this all happened, on how everything is twisted in front of us, the turning of the definitions of case count, of what it all means, on how it's all twisted, how case count almost means dead in some minds at this point in time. There is a large system that controls our minds, and it is through every element of government, media, everything that goes around, even your neighbors. And the way we fight against this is to not divide, to have unity. But that needs to be earned. It needs to be strengthened in the communities. We are doing wonderful work here, but it will not be enough. You need to go home. You need to talk to the people that are afraid and do what I learned in sales is a soft sale. I know it's tyrannical, it's absolutely insane what's going on, but bridge it, work up to it, convince people, convince them, talk to them slowly, don't yell at them, connect our communities, because that's how the erosion and subversion started a long time ago, by dividing us and making us feel alone, which we are not alone. Every week we come out here to prove this time and time again. And as the weather lets up, I'm going to tell you this group is going to grow massively. So the simple message is keep connecting your communities. Keep fighting. Tory, Ford, oh my gosh, Trudeau. I'm calling for a meeting. I've been doing this for over a year. We need to fix our communities. We need to take care of those. We need to subvert poverty and create a system that encourages people into the rest and helps them there, not penalizing them for having troubles in life. Follow me online with Facebook. I'm going to be getting a lot more. I'm going to be getting back at it, and I've got a lot to say coming up, and I will be holding soon a subversion seminar. Anyone who wants to get into the PSYOPs in depth and how to subvert it, I'm going to have the plan for you.
Matthew Haley, everybody.
Faith is essential as part of that as well. Like, it's insane to think that in Canada, so-called free country, we don't have freedom of religion anymore. Like, how many more signs people really need to wake up already? We're not going to stand for that. And it doesn't matter if you're actually religious or not. Faith is essential because you have to have faith in yourself first. And then you have to faith in the power above you if you choose to believe that. And even if you're not, we're going to fight for freedom of other people's religious freedoms. Because that's like the basic fundamentals of freedom of a human society. When people ask me, what religious, like, are you religious yourself? I tell them, I was born in communism, in Soviet Union. The only religion we had was communism. And it's happening now. That's the religion now.
You're thinking like I'm thinking.
It's insane what's going on. So we are All Essential Initiative. We have 3 different Zooms coming on Monday, guys. One is the regular one that we have at 5 p.m. So for all the businesses to come together and empower each other and get information. We just booked Christopher James as well from Common Law. So 8 p.m. Zoom with him to educate the businesses if you choose to take that route for the trespass. So the bylaw officers don't come onto the property. And then at 9:30 Eastern Time, we're going to have a training for with volunteers, again, to help them to empower the businesses to distribute these flyers that we have. We have a few here. We have several boxes. Make sure you can distribute, please. This is how we're going to open our country. The next weekend, guys, I already organized. I'm going to take charge, with your permission, of course, of this event for next week. I'm already lining up all the business leader speakers. I personally will MC the whole event. Next week, the theme is Stay Open. I have Zach from Ottawa already committed to come. One of the first original gyms that took a stand to open. We're going to have Mitch Collin from Africa coming and speaking as well. We're going to have William from JW Foods speaking. We're going to have Alicia from the West End, a barber that's open up speaking. We're going to have Barb and Karthik, the people from Newmarket store speaking. We're going to have all the business leaders and a couple other surprise guest speakers speaking next weekend, guys. So next weekend is mega rally for Toronto. What a perfect timing. I love it. I love it.
We are less than one COVID-19 patient that you see footage of hospitals bursting at the seams? Or do they have us too distracted with just case numbers? Our problem is that we become too wrapped up in fear and propaganda that we lose sight of real facts and real science. Speaking of real science, did you know that the inventor of the PCR test has come out and said, and I quote, "These PCR tests cannot detect free infectious viruses at all." Yet, here we are, using the same tests, while pumping out thousands of fake positives on a daily basis. A recent study also that the test itself is a 97.7 In fact, it's not even testing for COVID-19, but rather RNA. This is committed to a government and media.
Hey, Cosmic, good speech today. I love you, Jack. Thank you. I did my best. I spoke from the heart. Thanks for all being here. Yeah, I'll catch up to you later.
Every Saturday, Dundas Square, get down here and support your community, support your country, support your rights, your human rights, your constitutional rights, and your charter rights. This is our kids' future. We're all obligated to protect it. Open up your businesses and show up at Dundas Square every Saturday at noon.